Hey, Andy here from 2 Minute Tech Tutorials. Let's take a look at how to work with gradients within Canva. Now, whether you've visited the channel before or if you're here for the first time, please do hit that subscribe button to show your support. Now, gradients are a great way of making your design stand out and just make them look a lot better, but actually they can be used quite subtly to improve your designs. You'll see on screen I've grabbed a template here from the library, and this one uses a color gradient as its background. So we go from this blue to a kind of like almost like a white or a light pink or light red into a darker red here. The image below that just uses a standard red color as a background, and you can really see the difference between the two, and I know which one I prefer looking at those two. So let me show you how you can bring a gradient into your design and also how to customize a gradient within Canva. So I've got a standard blank design here. I'm going to go into the Elements tab here, and I'm going to run a search for gradient, and you'll see actually I've ran that search recently, so I'll just click on here. So now we're getting all of the different gradients within the Elements area. Now just remember, this is a mixture of all at present, so you're getting graphics, photos and videos as well as audio. And I'm a free user, so anything which has the little crown or the pro on it I'm not able to make use of, but there are still plenty of free gradients to use here. Now some of them, for example, if I select this one, are more like shapes rather than a kind of full solid square design, but you'll see here at the top we have the option to change two color elements. So if I want to change the first color, which is on the left hand side here, I can simply click on the color swatch up here and then choose my color. So I might go for this one in like a dark green, and then you'll see if I want to change the second color, which the green blends into, we then choose the second color swatch and then choose our other color. So in this case I'm going to use a light green, and you'll see it's very subtle there. Now what you can do is you can resize, and if you need to you could fill the whole entire artboard like this, or you can make it a little bit smaller, but obviously the bigger you make it the easier it is to see the fade between the first color and the second color, or the blend. Now what I'm going to do is quickly delete this. I'm going to jump back into here, and if I select this one here, you'll see we actually have three color swatches. So again, I'm just going to resize this so we can see it a bit clearer, and then you work in the same way. So instead of only being able to have two colors blending, this time we can choose three. So we choose our first color, let's go for a black, then we'll choose our second color, let's go for this kind of grey, and then we'll go for a lighter grey for the third one. So again, we've got a little bit of blend between the black, the grey and the light grey. Now the only thing I'll say here is you're not able to change the actual points where the colours start. So for example, this light-ish grey, the middle one, starts around about here. Normally if you're using the likes of Illustrator or Photoshop, you'll be able to move where that begins. Here you can't, but what you can do is you can just keep resizing the image, and then sometimes it helps to make it look a little bit more subtle. Let's just pop that back to how it was before. Now if I delete that and choose, for example, let's go for this one here, what you'll notice in this occasion is that I don't have the color swatches up the top, and the reason for that is this is actually an image which has a gradient on it. Now I can still resize it and use this one, but it won't allow me to change the colors to specific colors from the color swatch panel. However, what you can do is you can click on Edit Image, and then you can make use of these DuoTone options. If I go to see all, there's a lot of different colors in here, and you can simply select these and find one that maybe fits in with what you're looking for, and then you'll see you can click on the actual color itself, and then it allows you in here to then go and make changes. So we've got the highlights, and then we've got the shadows. So it works in a slightly different way, but you'll see you can adjust the intensity, which basically will revert back to kind of how it was before, but you'll see if you leave it up in full, you can basically just use your colors here. So this allows you to basically edit a particular image, which sometimes instead of using like a linear gradient, which goes from top to bottom, in these instances it actually has more of a radial gradient, which you can make use of. All you do then is click apply, and you've then got your gradient there. There are some other elements as well, such as this one, for example, we've just got a little bar, so you might want to pop that or use that for buttons, and these work in exactly the same way. You can choose your colours at the top, and then they have been applied to your elements. So have a go with gradients. They're a great way of improving your designs and just making them look just that little bit better. Thanks very much for watching this tutorial. If you found it useful, please do hit that like button. And remember, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing to the channel.